Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Amasid and today I wanted to share with you guys a very easy tip to make a lot of currency, especially early in the league, especially right now with the prices of Exalted Orbs. It's a vendor recipe that I don't really see a lot of people talking about. It's kind of like the Chaos Recipe Plus, and it is the Exalted Shard recipe. I would not be surprised if many of you have not heard of this. It's something I only heard about, honestly, relatively recently. It's something I knew about casually, but it's something I didn't really think about too much about. And then going into this league, I was thinking this has got to be a really good way to make money. And if you're looking at the price of Exalted Orbs, which if we're going to pull up PoE Ninja, check it out now. Exalted Orbs as of right now are 155 chaos per, which is very expensive. You see they've had a nice positive steady decline, plus 50% in the last 7 days. So Exalted Orbs are really expensive right now. So this is the time to do this recipe. Now the Exalted Shard recipe, again, I feel like I haven't heard any, I don't hear streamers talk about this. I hear everyone talk about the Chaos recipe, especially early in the league. Chaos recipe, Chaos recipe, Chaos recipe. This is better than the Chaos recipe. It's a little harder to pull off, but we'll get into how to do that right now. So Exalted Shard recipe, obviously if you don't know what Exalted Shard is, it combines just like any other shard, 20 to an orb. So currently an Exalted Shard is worth just about 7.5 chaos roughly. Let me just double check my math on that. 155 divided by 20. Yeah, about 7.75 chaos per shard. So you have an upwards to get potentially 4 Exalted Shards from one set of items. So that's a really easy, 30 chaos money right there, for basically the same idea as the Chaos recipe, but better. So as it reads down here, you can get an Exalted Shard through the following vendor recipes. There's the 2 times and the 4 times. The 2 times is for an identified full set of influence items of the same influence. Please note this, it's of the same influence. If you try and hand in items from Shaper, Elder, Warlord all into one, it's not going to work. That's what makes this a little bit trickier to pull off. But when you do pull it off, it's extremely rewarding, especially if you guys are people who are pushing later game maps right now. Let's say you're you're pushing your Atlas, you're trying to get Watchstones. This is very applicable for you because frankly, it's something that I don't see anybody practicing and really nobody talking about. But so, and you can similarly get 4 times 4 Exalted Shards, 30C right now, just about 30C right now, for a full rare set of influence items of the same influence, unidentified. So identified for 2 times, 4 times is unidentified. Now, just to show you how this works in game, for those who don't know how this functions, a full set of armor is this. It's a full set of armor that goes on your character. So it doesn't include things like flasks, obviously, but it includes things, pretty much anything that fits here. So because this is a 2-handed sword, nothing can be equipped in the secondary slot, so you don't have to do something. If you had a bow, I believe you do need a quiver to make this work. But if you just have a 2-handed weapon like a 2-handed sword, it'll work. So you need weapon, potentially 2 weapons. So if you have a one-hander, you need an offhand, so a shield or another one-hander. Helmet, amulet, 2 rings, gloves, boots, chest, and belt. Once you have this, all of these are un-ID'd. You can see this. They're all Warlord. I use just Warlord as an example. You can use whatever set you want. Now notice something important to keep track of is these are all relatively low item level. This one being the one exception, I believe. This one as well. Yeah, but still, not that great. It's a Sapphire ring. Again, it's probably better to leave these un-ID'd. Most of them are going to come out like crap, right? You're IDing stuff off the ground is so rare to find something that's actually good. But most of these are, they're bad. Like they're just not, like a gold amulet's just a terrible base. Ursine Pelt's decent, but it's what are the odds you identify a good Ursine Pelt off the ground? It's not impossible, but most of these are really just kind of useless. Like Headman Sword is a bad base. Conjurer's Gloves are okay, but they're not great. Dragon Scale's bad. Serpent Scale's not great. Studded Belt's terrible. Paura, I hope I'm saying that right, ring is not great. So you just save all these un-ID'd. You go to any vendor, toss these guys in all at once, and there you go. 4 Exalted Shards. Easy as pie. This is a really quick way to make money, especially if you're farming maps, farming influence. If you have a Watchstone, one of those Watchstones that you get from Maven encounters that gives you increased odds to get influenced items. This is a great way to farm Exalted Shards. I suggest just dumping all your influence items into quad tabs. You can break them out by influence if you want to, if you have that many quad tabs. If not, break them out. If you want to ID them, that's fine. You're just taking the chance that, basically you're taking the risk of 0.2 exalted shards, or excuse me, two exalted shards per turn in, that it might actually be better to ID it. But I think it's probably better to leave most of these un-ID'd and just sell them as is, and boom. And you have exalted shards right there. 4 exalted shards. Again, I hear almost nobody talking about this, but it is a really quick way to make money early in the league. I hope you guys try it. I hope you like it. I hope this was helpful. I hope a lot of you guys didn't know about this, and this was something you can use going forward. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe, comment. I read everything. I really appreciate the support, and I will catch you guys in the next one.